All right, so we're ready for the next part of the lesson. Now the next part of the lesson is working on multiplication. And so we're going to be working on 2-digit instead of just 1-digit multiplication. We've kind of exhausted our 1-digit multiplication, so we need to go to the next step. So I need you to have a paper and pencil ready so that you can do this with me. This will be important for you to keep because of the future and on your homework, with volume, with other things that we're going to be doing. 2-digit times 2-digit is going to become important. And then we're also going to be adding 3-digit times 2-digit, 4-digit times 2-digit. So you need to get used to this process. Okay? So while you're getting that paper and pencil ready, I'm going to tell you why I have two different things written above these. So I have the same problem written twice, but I have traditional and I have partial product. Now, you know, with a lot of the things that I show you, I try to give you more than one strategy. The reason I give you more than one strategy is because I want you to choose what you feel most comfortable using in order to solve. So if you like the traditional way, by all means use it. If you like partial product, by all means use it. So if you reflect back to October, I showed you a Schoolhouse Rock where they used partial product in order to solve. And so the partial product is simply pulling the numbers apart and then using those numbers separated in order to multiply and get your product that way. So I'm going to be showing you in review how to do that. All right, so let's start with the traditional. Now, if you don't like looking at both numbers, you can find a way to cover that up and then just look at one at a time. If it freaks you out, by all means, go ahead and do that. All right, so first of all, we have 7 times 4. Well, 7 times 4, remember I told you an easy way, if you forget how to do 7 times 4, remember you can always pick this apart, kind of like we're going to do with partial product, and we can make this 2 times 7 plus 2 times 7. So that's an easy way for you to reflect back and remember 4 times 7. So I know 2 times 7 is 14, so if I double that, that gives me 28. And then I have 7 times 1 plus 2 is 9. Then I have 2 times 4. Now this isn't really a 2, this is a 20. And that's where my 0 is going to come in, okay? So that's why I have to put a 0 down there. So I have 2 times 4 is 8, or 20 times 4 is 80. That's where the 80 comes from. I already used that 2. And then I have 20 times 10, which is 200. And the 2 is in the hundreds place. Then all I have to do is add this up. 8 plus 0 is 8. 9 plus 8 is 17. And 100 plus 200 is 300. So my answer is 378. All right, now, if you don't like this method, I have another one to show you. All right, so I'm going to pick apart these numbers. So this is 10 and 4, okay? 4 ones, 1 10, 7 ones, 2 10s. So I can write this over here. I can go ahead and write 7 times 4, okay? Which is exactly what we did here. I'm just writing it out to the side. So I know that that is 28. Remember, we picked that apart. 2 times 7 is 14. Double it is 28, okay? And then we have 7 times 10, which we know is 70. Now look at this. When I add this up, I get 98. And that's what I have here. Curious. So then I have 20 times 4, which gives me 80. And then I have 20 times 10, which gives me 200. If you look at this, this looks vaguely familiar over here. So see, we're doing different strategies, but we're seeing how they're similar. Okay, we've got 8, and we add this up. I've got a 10 and 7, which is 17. And then 100 plus 200 is 300. So even though we used a different strategy, we still got the same result. Okay? All right. So while you're finishing that up, I just want you to kind of reflect on how these are similar. So I've got 98 right here. Take a look at this. This equals 98. I've got 280 here. There's my 280. Okay? All right. I think that's pretty cool. But I'm also a math nerd, so. All right. Now, I want to do one more problem, and then I'm going to have you practice a few. All right. So, I have one that's a little bit longer. So I've got 36 times 42. And I'm going to write that again over here. 36 times 42. So I'm going to show you both ways. All right. First of all, we have 2 times 6. Well, since we're doing traditional. 2 times 6 I know is 12. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Then I've got 4 times 6, which I know is 24. However, I have to remember, this is a 40. So this is actually 240. So I have to carry my 2. Okay, so now I've got 4 times 3, which I know is 12, plus 2 is 14. Then I add this up. 2 plus 0 is 2. 7 plus 4 is 11. 1 plus 4 is 5. And 1 plus nothing is 1. So now I've got my answer, which is 1,512. Now, when I come over here, I'm going to see the same kind of connections that I saw in the last one, okay? Even though it's bigger numbers, I'm still going to see that connection. So I'm going to start off with 2 times 6. Picking apart these numbers. I like that. That's 12. Then I've got 2 times 30, which I know is 60. Then I've got 40 times 6, which I know is 240. And then I've got 40 times 30, which I know equals, now see, don't let that freak you out. 4 times 3, touch the zeros, add the zeros. So 4 times 3 I know is 12, and then I have 1, 2 zeros, 1, 2. Now just add it up. All right, so I've got 2 plus nothing is 2. I've got 1 plus 6 plus 4, we've got 10, 11. I've got 2, 4, 5. 1 plus nothing is 1. 1,512. Now again, take a look. Here's the connection. We've got 60 plus 12 is 72. There's my 72. I've got 1,200 plus 240, which is 1,440. Okay? The connections are still the same. All right? So these are 2 different strategies in order to multiply larger numbers. These are the same strategies we used for the smaller numbers. Okay? So I want you to try some. All right? So I want you to keep thinking, stay curious, stay off of the escalator, and I'll see you soon.